And we are live. It is your
Oh,
boy Drizzy the Panda, and I am blessed and super excited to bring you this guest I have today sitting with us here in the neighborhood. I got Mr. Big V from Nappy Rots, the legendary group. Mr. Big V, say hi to everybody.
what up, though? Let's
Yeah.
smoke it up. Fuck it. Yeah, no.
Yes, sir.
What's
Yes,
going on,
sir.
man? What you
Yes, sir. All right, so he's here with us. We're gonna chop it up about the game, about what he's been up to since since he departed from the group. I'm pretty sure this man has amazing things to tell you guys, amazing game to drop on you guys, and we're just gonna jump right into it, man. All
do?
right, look, right. I gotta ask this off top, right? What would you say, Big V, would be like your most memorable moment that you had as far as with the group?
I think probably when the country went to war in 203 and we was voted most by the soldiers who they wanted to be entertained by. And after seeing the building fall shit, we had to go and do our part to make it we could sign. So being a part of the USO tour and going to Iraq and on a platinum campaign and really was just doing our part. And we were making the second album to actually go to Iraq and be welcomed by 22,000 soldiers with 3 computers in Saddam International Airport. And everybody in the crowd know all now, hell no. And they hadn't seen Americans in 6 months. And people back in the States, didn't know they were alive. So it was just, that was a big part of my life to be a vessel and to get word back home. And that was one of the bigger parts. I met Prince in my lifetime, at a at a brunch, at a Grammys brunch, and I had to sit down. A conversation changed my life, and not so sure I would be here without that conversation. So yeah, just a lot of big, big moments with Nappy Roots. You lose me, brother? Or is this the part where it zeroes in up there? Say going live. Yeah. Still shit drop. Get something. Drop in the screen. If you need to. You want you on the side. Full screen for a second. You're in the show. Say, here come DJ. Let's try to make sure we still hooked up. So that message what didn't mess with it. We still right. I think it's on now. All right.
I'm sorry, man. I'm up here in the sticks, bro. I'm up in the sticks. I don't know what happened to my connection just now. That shit just kind of booted me off. I said I feel back here crying like I know this ain't just happened to me just now. Ain't no way.
I've been to Rochester and Buffalo, and as well as the Barrels. I met some good out.
Yeah, man. I'm in the sticks, brother. All right, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hey, man. You guys put more. I don't want to because I know you guys put great effort into both of you guys' projects. But which project did you have more fun working with? Wooden leather or Watermelon chicken and grits.
Actually, we did 5 albums, and all of them were lessons.
Say that again.
We did 5 albums. All of them were lessons. I like Watermelon Chicken and Grits, of course, was classic. Wooden Leather was my favorite at that time. Humdinger, The Good Day, the barbecue anthem. Then Nappy.org. They kind of made that while I was depressed. I recorded that for 2 weeks. And then my last album with Ray Murray, Rico Wade, The Dungeon Family, Organized Noise, and Nappy Roots. And now with the year I learned how to produce. So like I said, I needed no more with the Nappy Roots. I thought I could do everything. I done all I could do as a group member.
That's a fact. That's a fact. So you produced most of the tracks that you guys put together.
Here and now, I wrote a lot of things, all the Nappy Root anthems like Pofo, All Now, I Am Good Day, and a lot of the big records that you like. Eddie Kane or David Ruff, however you look at it. Uh, and I have to sit down with the greats, and they're like, "You wrote All Now, you wrote Pofo, yeah." The
Yeah.
first track is being I was sitting with Andre Herrera, and
That's
Puffy was his assistant. We was at the Monster Jams. Um, back when shit, Destiny's Child was together. I was writing these records, and we came into the game with so much identity. Like when we came in,
right. That's crazy. I'm still shocked at the point that you produced a lot of the records. Like I wasn't aware of that because I know you guys work with great guys like Jazzy Face. Shout out to Jazzy. And that's dope, bro. That's dope. That's dope. A lot of people don't really know how important that is on the back end to do a lot of the back end work of as far as just being an artist or a voice that's on the song. Like if you're as far as royalties and stuff like that, bro, that was a smart move. Your mic went muted, bro. Your mic muted, bro. That's his connection. His connection. Your mic mute? Yeah, your mic muted, bro. You can hear me? Yeah, I can't hear you, bro. Hold on.
I think you can hear him now.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, it should. I did.
Oh, can you turn the camera and your mouth real quick? Like, say you're gonna try to do it.
Hold on, bit dog. Can you hear me? I don't know, bro. I can't hear you, V. I don't know what happened to your mic. I'm trying to play with the sound. Okay. I think it's his service area where he's at.
Sorry, it's on that on purpose. Can he hear you?
Oh, he went on the other one. Smart man, smart.
You hear me now? We good?
Can he hear you? Can you hear him now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now, big dog.
All right.
Yeah, we good now. We good. My bad, man. I had to get one up in the air and shoot, man.
Man, if I was in my shop, I would be doing the same shit. I'm just sitting on the couch.
Yo, all right, so boom, let's move forward, man, for the people. Oh, shout out to JoJo. JoJo, what up, man? I see you in the comments. As someone who played a significant role in crafting, some of the biggest hits for the group, can you like walk us through what would be your creative process of putting together a song?
For me, I start with a more of an idea and a melody in my head, and then I know how I want to feel, and then I make sure it feel like that, and it's got to be something that everybody can relate to. It's a common denominator.
That's a fact.
And then I get a rhythm, and just simply do me with identity. A black man from Northern America, raised by a woman and a stepfather, working class, plenty of identity when you hear my rap. All my music, period, and geographically makes us kind of blessed, but out the way. Still what we do.
Facts.
Taking it from the American or the urban culture.
I know you probably hear my ghost voice that's in the back, man. That's
What the ghost say? What the ghost say?
I said, especially coming from the urban communities and the black culture, when you can identify as having a 2-parent household, regardless if it's biological or not. So shout out to the brother that stepped up and stepped in and stepdad, right?
Yeah, he was the determining factor.
Come on, now that's something to say. Not every kid is blessed with that male role model figure to be able to even create or craft their identity on what they want to do with their talents. Right now, our people are stuck in a struggle on teaching our kids the survival skills. We got to survive in the hood, right? Right. And I'm pretty sure in the hoods in Kentucky, it's the same way.
That's a fact.
The whole damn world is country.
Come on.
Word.
So, when you put it like that, it's.
I'm actually glad that you said something about that, because a lot of people don't know. I do my homework, and a lot of people don't know that you do a lot of community work, bro. How was that? And can you like tell people about the organization that you put together and the stuff that you guys are doing?
Teamed up with the Breathe Lighter Chances, a nonprofit organization that we work on finding your you, working on your identity. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite song? And if your person don't know that, why the fuck are they your person? Right. What weather could you do without? And, just the basic shit of planning failing to plan is planning to fail. You ain't wrote this shit down. Who you trying to fool?
Right.
So definitely work on problem solving and coping with emotions. And so that's why I really into mental health. My kids' mother left the kids at at my house 12 years ago and never looked back as an adult. So I left the group. I've raised kids for the last 12 years. My youngest son plays for Deion Sanders right now.
Yes.
And my youngest daughter goes to college to do botany and play basketball, and you know how that goes. And I created some cool people that we kind of got, to know each other over the last decade or so. And a man without a future will die silent. And I wanted to make sure that I had more than my say it.
Can you say that again?
Yes,
a man without what?
Yeah, that was golden. Say that one more time, Big V.
A man without a future will indeed die silent. And so I wanted to make sure that I had a say in how things were going. So I had to get that time and see that out. And now, as I return back into the music that I sat down with Prince, I had a chance to run into and Magic Wits with Little Richard Pennington and cats that before me, like they created rock and roll. And this one created song with video that with emotions last forever. And Prince knew about the publishing game. And I didn't at the time. He's like, you the whooping boy. So you made those two or three. If you who you are, change your name. They own that. They own you. And they'll drop your ass. Literally. So I changed my name to Vito Banger and was around Andre Harrell. And when Puff was his assistant, so I learned things. And then our second album got downloaded 11 million times illegally by Napster.
Sheesh.
Yeah, short $80 million, huh? And, yeah, and people were coming to the concerts with burnt CDs. So after Outkast had kicked the door in and Goody Mob had sustained it, Nappy Rots was there in the gap. And with a lot of writings, I didn't know I was supposed to say one verse like Jeezy and leave. You know, in Kentucky, we didn't have a radio station. Walmart was the biggest store. My first flight was to New York City in life to sign a record deal with Atlantic Records. And that wasn't, and hell, I'd already signed before I got there. But the totality of identity, they couldn't shake that from me. So realizing putting country rap with music, and I didn't know I was on the board for that until Nelly kicked in the door in St. Louis. And, that's Mosin, and Atlanta got on the next boat. 4 hours later, the Bigger the Beast is off road. So they come to Kentucky and got,
Yeah, it's crazy. But man, listen.
That's a lot of knowledge.
Listen.
As far as your royalties, and as far as royalties and publishing go, what would you suggest these? Well, okay, before we get into that, how you feel about the new hip hop?
Yeah, how do you feel about the younger generation game coming up now, man?
I think they're a mirror. They're babies of addiction. They grew up in the family in the back of the house of grannies with a phone and nobody to talk to. And they could take pills for any feeling they wanted. They grew up following Lil Wayne now. And me and you wanted love and listen to New Edition. If it isn't love, why do these niggas, I wish I could fuck every girl in the world.
Oh, God.
And,
right.
Say OG, fact, old niggas call me gizzards. And we all danced to Pee Wee Herman. We thugged out the Mobb Deep.
Right.
We liked Hit 'Em Up, Tupac. So they just mirrors of what we see. And you remember when we were growing up, that one house was fucked up and you couldn't go over there, and you played in the neighborhood. Now it seems like it's the opposite. That's the good house, and the rest of the neighborhoods is fucked up.
Right. And it's so crazy because outside of music, like a lot of people, we try to tell people, man, like a lot of the propaganda that they put out there and a lot of the agenda that they're trying to push on our youth now, man, it's gearing them for failure.
Hold up, dog. It ain't no they, it's us. We the weak ass parent.
Say
Giving
that shit.
that kid that
Say that shit
goddamn
again.
phone and
Say
that
that shit
weak
again.
ass. We the weak ass parent. Ain't no they pushing. Hell, who can talk to your kid if you there?
Facts.
If you give a fuck, why'd you hand them that phone for them to program? You program it.
Facts.
You've been a kid from 2 to 17. You a sponge, and you learning how to deal with things. And if they cooler than you, they're gonna be cooler than you.
Mm-hmm.
The shit, you gotta put sugar on them vegetables where they get it. About fifth, sixth grade when you're old enough, start lying to your people to make a difference. You know damn well that phone and that identity needs to be combed.
You ain't
Because
lying.
about by the time they're 15, they pretty much who they are. If they've
Right.
been quitting the ball team, they'll be a quitter. If
Right.
she's got bodies on her, look at her mama.
Right.
Yeah, and
Right. And
tell
then
the
that's it.
girl she got one shot to get it right.
Boy,
If
see,
not, at
that's that
35,
hard truth. That's that
you eating
hard truth.
dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, you eating dinner with Miss Stephanie. At 35, if you black, you gonna be eating pussy and alone.
Right.
Am I right?
Amen.
And it's just how it's going. Uh, the person or price of a person's life is about $40 now.
If that. if
Yeah, shit.
if that.
Pizza, tank of gas, stick of draw. Shit. Don't nobody want to sit in front of nobody texting somebody else.
Right.
So, uh,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So, is it that way for y'all down there? Up
Yeah,
there?
man. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy because it's worse. I'm not gonna like I'm not even gonna sugarcoat it. It's honestly worse because it's cool for a kid to go out there and so called drill something now. It's cool. They get some kind of stain in the street to them. Now, when they go out and they out here got 100 different baby mamas and fucking 100 different bitches and all that type.
Got
It's
all that
cool.
bullshit too. He can't
It's
piss
cool.
without hurting him.
You already
And
know.
yeah, and all them bodies on her, huh?
You
And she
already
expects
know.
somebody gonna marry her with 3 different babies daddy, and she can't listen to none of them because she mad at the other 3 babies daddies. Huh?
Right.
Man,
Right. Right.
yeah.
Honestly, that's what people need to hear, man. And I feel like honestly, it'll take a person like me, it'll take a person like you to actually be able to kick the real to people like that. Because if anybody else come in and be like, yo, look, not for nothing, you guys are the reason why the kids are programmed to YouTube. If you're coming in and being active in the kid's life and
Yeah,
making sure you on top of them and making
yeah.
sure everything is
It's
right
the
with them.
delivery.
Exactly.
And you can't, people say it, you have people that say it every day, but it's the relatable content of actually getting it through to relate to the niggas and the niggers.
Facts.
I say I represent the niggas. There's 2 different classes of people out here in the world.
Facts.
Yeah, people were born off of survival and some love.
Mm-hmm.
And the people that were born off love is getting fucked over because you can't tell. And the internet puts everybody in the same world. You remember that everybody dressed and look alike now, or eats a different plate, or look like they wash their ass, but you just follow somebody at home and you can see who opened the door. And that's
Mm-hmm.
what it's going to be like in 20 years. And for these young boys that don't know, or these families that don't know, you can't let the kids raise your phone. When we was growing up, you knew Too Short and them was telling a damn lie. Shit, with mama and them coming, fuck that shit. Shit, bust your goddamn nose. Am I right? They don't give a
Right.
fuck what NWA said. You gonna do this. And fuck that. Big Daddy, slash your eyebrows again. When I
Right.
want to take your picture. It's gonna be something. You did.
Right.
All right. But it's just who you are or who you ain't.
Right.
Shit.
That is crazy, man. That's crazy. All right, man. All right. Yo,
It's the truth,
that really is. That's gonna stick. That's gonna stick.
Shit. Hope you in a real nigga's house and go judging your life off rap. You better get the
Right.
fuck out of here. You know it's entertainment.
Right.
Yeah.
I say that all the time. We forgot that it's the land of make believe all around the world.
All them niggas that make believe. Ain't none of them niggas killing nobody.
Come on,
Right.
And the niggas who do it,
It's
yeah.
entertainment. It's entertainment.
Man, ain't no damn entertainment talking about somebody killing a nigga that looks like me. Playing
Right.
bullshit over there, boy.
Right.
You know, I don't want none of that bullshit. I'm day partying now. You know.
Listen, man. I tell these young folks, listen, just take the simple concept of sleep. When we was younger, we used to get mad when our parents used to be like, "Yo, go to bed, get time for bed."
Well, I guess I did it like it in the north. You got to wake up, shit. Don't wake up till I tell you to.
Oh God!
However that sound, however you work that out. Yeah.
That's a fact.
Don't
Yo,
shit. Hope you would. All right.
Yeah. Oh my God! All right, man. Let's jump back into this music, man, because I gotta know, man. All right, so after doing all that, because a lot of people don't know that you dibbled and dabbled in movies, and you did a lot of scores for movies. Also, can you tell us about some of the stuff that you did?
Shot a few movies last year. Started shit in COVID. You know, when the country slowed down and everybody was moving around and things. So I was in 4 films: BET Plus, Business of Christmas 2. Also started in 45 Seconds. And I went to college for drama and theater as well. So I did that in high school as well, and pretty exceptional at it. So I was always a black man with a plan. Like I said, I had a stepfather that was a garbage man. He used to tell me the mayor run the city, but let the goddamn garbage man get mad, and we'll see who run board of town. So it was just creating value for yourself, not chasing money, realizing you the money. All you gotta do is stay healthy and serve the Lord.
Right.
And you won't receive begging bread. My music reflect that. And when we came in with Nappy Rots, that was us.
Listen. Do it. I say that to everybody who bring y'all up. I said, yo, that opening, when my man harmonized that first opening, that first ball, it was so. Listen, bro, that's so raw. Yeah, bro, bro, that shit was so raw. That was before you even spit the knowledge that you spit on it.
Let's watch B.B. King and Johnny Taylor and goddamn it, Bobby Jones. You know,
man.
I come from where church women can fry chicken and yellow cake and shit.
Right.
And the music got to be jumping. And I come from a church where they might whisper in the piano player's ear.
And that's the thing, though, and that's why I like your music, man, because you could tell, like you could definitely tell the influence.
Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
So you could definitely tell, man. Like, and that honestly, man, like I don't want to sound like that guy, but that was definitely like my favorite part of that. Like when you did the melody for that first opening, I'm gonna say 4 or 5 bars that you that first opening.
Yeah. I was saying
Fire.
New York got a special place in my heart, man. I was because I just read something where they finally found Jam Master Jay's killer. But to bring that to a full fruition, I was sitting there with a man I grew up to, man, a Big Daddy Kane. We were at the Tabernacle.
Oh, wow.
And someone called him on the phone, and we was kicking it big, drinking Hennessy. He had some legends with him, and then they were opening up for us, and he was bringing us to the city or whatever with hip hop. And we were together when he got that news, and I got to meet him on a real level, man. And hip hop done that for me. That was hip hop 50th birthday moment. I just wanted to say that, man.
No, that's dope. That's dope. And it's crazy. It's crazy because actually we actually got invited to the 50th that they had down there, man. But we didn't get a chance to make it, man. Like, who else did you did you run into there, man? Like, was it a lot? I'm pretty sure there was a lot of
Uh,
niggas in the building, but can you
man,
just
before
name
Shock
it?
G got out of here, we used to open up for Digital Underground. But
What?
yeah, it was. But I had met Big Daddy Kane, and he was with the Fury Grandmaster Cash, and he was telling us how he looked up to Cash. I was like, nigga, we don't know him. We ran into you. Ain't no half stepping. We
Right,
wanted light skinned girls and that truck jewelry you and Biz Marquis had on. He started
right.
laughing with cutting up. And there's some good damn food in New York. Best pizza. And them damn Jamaicans will make you move down there, won't
Man, you already know. You already know. And whenever you touch down, hey, you need to link up, bro. I got this spot for you. We need to, you know what I
you?
mean? I
Yeah,
got
oh man, I
got you.
eat no casserole shit at the bodega.
Yeah,
Better
yeah.
get some shit out there. I'm with it.
I got you. All right, look. So your recent singles, like "It's Okay," "Street Boy," "Top of the South," various themes and emotions got put into those. Can you share with us the inspiration, like behind those songs?
Oh, street boy.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of single parents on my block. I'm the only father on my block for about 25 houses or so. And so I run into a lot of women with issues they talk about and they trust me to be their vent. And I'm being the only father and they see me with my kids and they. So I got this gal I've been fucking with. She explained she done dealt with a street boy. Had 2 or 3 children with a street boy. Told her I know the feeling when you're living with a street boy. Yeah, I got this gal I've been fucking with. Try to hide she done dealt with a street boy. So she lies about dealing with a street boy. Broke inside cause she dealt with a street boy. And it's the chronicles of single mothers and, K-Tap and Jesus Christ for the next 30 days. Plasma twice a week, but them lights will get paid. Met her baby's daddy, shining on the blade and gonna lose her baby's daddy, shining on the blade, 2 kids in 4 years. Before she figured life a bitch. Didn't know a man was cheating till it hurt when she pissed. And it smelled like fish, and it swelled and it itched, and it's been 5 years, and she done wrote off me, and I got this gal I've been fucking with. And it's just the chronicles of reality hitting the innocent or the innocent. Fuck that. You rip what you sow. And these are lyrics and hardcore.
That's deep.
Yeah,
That's deep.
just that what we
Shit.
doing. It's still that I don't know, hell no. It's just more concentrated when I'm by myself.
That's fire, fire, yo, folks. Tap in, tap in, tap in.
My
Definitely,
jumper, we
definitely.
got songs like All Now right now in San Antonio, they bumping Slab. And we got songs like All Night Long Ain't Long Enough. You remember how you used to, on Friday night, you used to go to work all day, rush home, take a shower, get up and dance that all that evening, go home and fuck, and go to Waffle House and do all that shit. Well, at 45, it'll cost you a nap, won't it?
Right.
For any of that. So this new record is called All Night Long Ain't Long Enough.
That's hard. That's hard. So can you I know I think when I was talking to your people, your team, they said you had just did a show out in Greenville, correct?
Oh shit, you on the money. I just got back home.
Listen,
Yeah, I've
man.
been out in Carolinas.
Listen, man. I'm everywhere. V.
Shout out to the
Shout out
Carolinas.
to everybody who on here who know me for real, right?
I
They
know.
know like we big out there in Columbia, South Carolina. Shout out to the Met.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
we
yeah.
yeah we
Charleston,
actually
Columbia, Greenville.
that's a fact. That's a fact. We actually owned a club out there called Private Property to
Oh
where
shit.
we had all the college kids from all the universities, the HBCs and Clemson, USC, everybody was coming to our spot, and that kind of ruffled some feathers with some folk. I mean, you know how that go, but
New York niggas out here getting major chips, right? What is
Yes.
It wasn't so much of the people though. I felt love in Colombia. It was so much.
they can good
The money getters in the city wasn't really. But you know what? I loved it. I loved the spot because we shine light on independent artists.
Facts.
Artists that went to clubs and venues and they only had a bunch of other independent artists standing there waiting in line to get on stage, you know, and that's
the grind, the dunking contest.
Right?
No fans, just bitches and good. You know, them kind of things.
So we brought a whole bunch of people to listen to their music. Nobody that wanted to do music. You know, we gave them a crowd that wanted to come there and vibe and you know, just having a good time. So those are good times.
I do listening parties. I blow reefer and use mushrooms and create a vibe.
That way.
And then you scan with your phone my QR code, and we got it on a cannabis product of your liking. And that's how I do it. You know, $20 from 5,000 people to 100 racks on a small scale.
Come on, numbers talk.
Numbers don't lie, for real.
Yeah, so I just go at it at that pace. And I know 11 million people, and the internet makes the world small.
Yeah, it makes it incredibly small. And I tell people all the time, it's all about your network. You're only as good as the person that you're sitting down and building up relations with. So once you get a chance to do that, then you know you can't really lose. It's like once your name is actually stamped, boy, you listen, man, you good everywhere. Your face card is more than money. Listen,
you gotta keep your face card for real. Keep your face clean.
Exactly. Like here at Penny Nation, like we're real big on the barter system because basically we're an umbrella corp. So we have a whole bunch of corporations under us. So what we do is we trade goods and services.
Listen, nigga, you know how it go. You want butter, nigga? We got milk. You know what it is. All right, to make that, we're going to need the,
Right.
But it's a potluck. It's not a buffet.
Yeah, don't know about it. You can't cook, wash dishes.
Right.
You know, you can't sing, be the usher. You know
somebody got to bring the ice, you know?
Yeah.
So, well, it is what it is.
The motherfucker that you would need after. So.
Right.
Yeah.
But it creates an atmosphere because a lot of these young artists don't have a budget. Mm-hmm. And especially when they fresh out their mama porch, right? Yeah. They don't have a budget. They have no idea where they want their career to go. I try to tell people here with me and Panda, we are the only people who don't do music and we know the business of music. We walk away with 40% royalties from Woodstock albums.
Yeah.
I don't do music. Right?
Usually, go ahead.
Teaching them the business of music was more important to us than actually sitting here listening to their music. So that's where we rebranded and transformed into something major because now you bring business and music together. Now I'm looking at entrepreneurs. He can do the music vibe, but now I'm looking at how successful entrepreneurs can go if we also taught them the same formula for their business and, branding.
Entrepreneur and branding is key. And most of all, I think what happened with music right now, we started letting everybody have a motherfucking mic. You remember when you couldn't rap, you didn't.
Right.
And you built a team around if you were special. This one do the graphics. This is stage manager. Oh, motherfucker, wardrobe. And all the people had a job. This was publishing. No, I don't not know. Get your counting ass over there and count, please. But that damn camera, and it's like drugs. Everybody wanted to be in front of that fucking camera.
Everybody want to be a star, man. And listen, I always say a good coach, a good star player makes everybody else on the team feel like they're a star. If you can't pass the ball and make sure that your team is shining too, nobody's ever supposed to know who the boss is. Nobody's supposed to know. We all the boss. Everybody's the
bad as Wood walks in the back anyway.
That's a fact.
The elders walk up front.
That's a fact.
when it popped.
Right.
But yeah, man. Thing about this music business though, you'll learn you need a team around you about the business first to see if you even marketable.
Right.
But you remember back in the day when you was a freak in the carnival, you was a freak. The bearded lady, the 8-foot man, the 75-pound rapper, the motherfucker who could blow fire and swallow a sword. Now these motherfuckers is auto-tuned and ain't none of them super. Supposed to put a hat and a chain on him, he look like MC what you call him. They
Right.
come in the game rich.
Right.
I don't need shit. I got killers to do it. I got money and kiss my ass. And that's the way raps went. And how bad and nasty you can be.
Yep.
I'm gonna fuck up. Look at me. I'm gonna sniff this shit. They tell you when you get to jail, ain't no damn guns in there. They're gonna put hickeys on your neck but Christmas.
That's always for sure. Yo, and it's crazy because I say that all the time. Like now, when these artists think that it's all about lyrics and how much skills you have, I say I know the most shit. Part of my language, under the most shittiest rappers. Listen, the most shittiest rappers because they go with the system. They're gonna make it further than the next Nas. You get what I'm saying? They're gonna make it further than the next Most Def, or you know what I mean? And it's sad. It's sad, but that's basically the truth. In this game, it's not like the 90s, how somebody had to go out and you had a talent scout that actually went to different hoods and pulled up in different projects and sit around ciphers and everybody sitting there spitting their bars and you sitting there like, yo, that's the nice one. He's getting the deal. It's not like now. Now, if you have a little bit of machine behind you that don't mind dropping a few thousand behind your name, behind your song, you'll be platinum by the end of the quarter. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Then he ain't got a whole goddamn album out, and they talk about he's top what you call it. I mean, like, what son of a bitch? Yeah. Right. 30 miles to that bullshit.
Right. But
it's not just insult. Yeah.
That's the shit that'll get all the spin. That's the shit that'll get all the play. Why? Because they have a little bit of machine behind them. It's crazy. It's not. It's really. It's the business. You got to know who you're sitting down and rubbing elbows with in this business right now. It's not really about so-called the talent. Now, if you have talent, they look at that as a plus. So, like, okay, you're influenced, you're marketable, and you just happen to rap, and we don't have to put no auto-tune and nothing on you. That's the
goal. You gotta realize, as long as you're pushing the message to kill a nigga, you just knock next hottest thing. I ain't never heard none of them niggas talk about comfortably. I'm gonna shoot me a cracker before the sun comes down. I ain't never heard none of these motherfuckers say
that would be such an iconic album. Not saying that, I'm not promoting violence, but I'm just saying for somebody to have the balls
to do it
enough
to do it
to actually do it. That I think
and to say cracker as much as niggas say that and don't give a fuck how it's taken. And smile. How you crackers doing? How comfortable they are with nigga. But yeah, just how people would say you're gonna shoot your white man, see what that happens. Right. You scared of them, but you'll pick on us. Right. Want us to kiss your ass. Right. Hurt me. You ain't never bad. A nigga's mentality. And that would make Nappy Rots different. We laughed at it. Well, it made me different. They were from the city. They got in the Sway interview and confessed that they didn't like no country rap tunes. So they moved to the city.
Jeez. And here's the crazy part, because now, not for nothing, if you look at the influence of the way rap is going now, most of the influence is coming from y'all down south. The Midwest and the country influence, the Southern influence.
The record buyers. Yeah, the innocent people.
Are you kidding me? That's what I'm saying.
Ringling Brother tricks on us.
That's what I'm saying. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy because it's like they made it seem like back in the day, like, oh, now if you can't make it in New York, or if you can't make it out west, you ain't nobody. But now, if you
Yeah,
look at it right now, how many popping, how many chart topping artists that you got from those two coasts on the charts right now? I'm just saying.
yeah. But
You
what
know what I
was
mean?
strange when we came through after Outkast got booed for being the best,
Right,
those niggas still had jobs. They
right.
didn't play all now and poor folks out east and west like they played. Like we helped break those barriers, and through that, now they play Rick Ross and Tip and Jeezy and Wayne and Nicki and Drake. Plies is responsible for Goon and Becky, and we it ain't no south, east, west no more. No more gray lines. So I'm glad hip hop did that in 50 years. And now, shit, don't nobody care where you from. I didn't know they wear shorts and Timberlands till I got out to the East Coast.
Real talk.
You
Yeah.
know,
You
you
ain't
know.
lying, man. It's Timberlands all year round right here, man.
Yeah, yo, I didn't know they go gold in DC. I didn't know,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Hmm.
And so I just think there's no more geographical handicap, even though it was born in the East, and y'all seen it more times than we have. Like Jay Z had 5, 6 identities before we ever seen him. He rapped in the '80s before Hawaiian Sophie fame and the rest of that shit, and got good. Where a Southern nigga, one bad move like that'll cost you shit. They will never hear from your ass. But
Right.
when they got music in your city, like in New York and LA and Chicago, you can have 5 or 6 chances.
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, can I ask you a question? As far as not to jump back to the group, are you guys still close knit?
Hell no. I ain't been in the room with them in 10 years. I watched that Sway interview and I won't speak to them bastards. Uh,
What?
I'm good. Life go on. We grown. We turn another page. But after seeing that interview, the Sway interview, well, shit, ain't nothing else to say. For me, I'm past it.
Right.
I could never get in the car with folks that didn't like my music and used me and my people. That country lane. They from the city. They didn't want that. This ain't no country rap tunes, is what Skinny said. Didn't nobody beat him up, so I'm sure they were with him. So
Oh.
all now, both they didn't like that. That was for me. You know how you got to go with the flow,
Hmm.
and you being from the city. Imagine, motherfucker, you being from Brooklyn, but they make you tell you the groups from Syracuse.
Right.
Bad motherfucker from the country, then, huh?
Right.
All right, that's the way it went. And so the last part of the album, we just couldn't get in that, on a creative concept. It's hard to, when you introduce somebody in a big way and you really wasn't a part of it, it's hard to really come back to work the next day without wanting to do your own thing.
Right. I mean, it's only right, and
Yeah,
that's
so
so
that's what
crazy.
happened to us.
It's so crazy because I swear to God, like I feel like me personally, I feel like you was the like the
Freak
glue.
in Milwaukee.
Yeah,
David Ruffin,
you know what
David
I
Ruffin,
mean?
other Tim's, Eddie Kane and the Five Heartbeats.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Borrowed a day of my time. But see, when I come from a background where that was that and this was this. And then, if you watch NWA, they figure out which one to feed, you know, probably ain't gonna be the talent.
Right.
So I'm more the Ice Cube Dre of the bunch. Or in that sense, both. But now to have my own label, I just signed distribution with Maverick, so I got worldwide distribution. I know 11 million people. My album is a cannabis product, and with some great, like I said, with great music.
and we only touring in legal states. And if your state ain't legal, I'll mail it to you.
listen, there's a way around everything, big dog. Listen,
Yeah, I ain't
you talking to the wizard right now. Yeah,
uh,
there's a way around everything, man. We can make it work for
yeah,
real, for
so that's what I'm
real.
doing with a FM push. I'm just staying in the chitlin circuit, and just I really want to work on mental health because owning a cannabis store, I deal with a lot of people that's on that can say fuck you in the minute and unload that 45.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I come from an addiction capital of the world, the methamphetamines capital of the world, the suicide capital of the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so having music to relate to them and me being who I am lets me talk and relate. And a microdose of a mushroom user and all the cannabis products that help people through cancer, through people through divorce, and most people my age in a midlife crisis right now, where they don't love daddy at home, and kids love their mama, but daddy pays for everything.
Right, right. That's a whole nother conversation, big dog. That's that's
So I
deep.
give you something to smoke to get through it.
That,
Yeah, better than you going out there,
That's crazy, and because we actually there's a lot outside of the music, man. I have a lot of people that actually reach out to me that go through a lot of stuff. They have
Yeah.
a lot of life issues, and then my partner, she actually went to school for social emotional learning, so she has her degree in that also.
I got 8 degrees.
Eight degrees.
That's what we're doing right here. The ladies that work for me and the young men that work for me going to college to get those degrees. I have another brother on my staff that has all that mental shit, all the paperwork, the check and deem a motherfucker crazy. Send him over there to get some counseling or help or whatever. He worked in several hospitals and have several years under his belt. So I'm beefing up the staff where we can really talk to people and do day parties and seminars. And if you a down motherfucker, let me get you sativa. If you a up motherfucker, let me get you some indica and some shit that's gonna work for that bone cancer, and dealing with what's going on. So we very hands-on here in Kentucky. You can't hide here. Ain't nowhere in the city to run. And niggas know who fucking your wife now. If you talk to them right, they'll tell you.
Right.
And so we got medicines of our kind, and that's what we're doing.
Man, that's love. That's
well,
love.
I got 8 degrees. When you get your staff, eight.
I heard you. We're going to soon as the government cut us another good one. You like FEMA.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a lot of us that need help. And a lot of people, a lot of black people scared to talk to a white boy. Scared they'll lose their benefits.
That's a
shit
fact.
like that get tricked out of. So they trust it coming out of my mouth. There's no hell, I know you're going to die and take nothing with you.
Listen. And
I live like it.
Crazy part is I just happen to sit down with the right people that taught me that all that shit fake, bro. We the business. You understand?
Yeah, you the money. That's what
Real
I keep telling
talk.
you. Health is the new wealth.
Real talk.
Blood
Look,
clots.
I'm telling you.
Let them go in your acid for it and clean all them barbecues out. Start meeting. He just as smooth as this shit.
Right. That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact. Yo, so look. Not to stray back and forth, right? But I gotta touch down.
That sounds interesting. I hope that.
All right. Okay, I give you that. All right. So can you tell us how it is to be, as far as an entertainer, a person of your standpoint, and a man in your position, and what you have to do, and juggling being a dad at the same time for all the other dads out here? Like, can you tell us how that experience was for you?
I think first you got to relate to where you were raised at. When I met that stepfather, it wasn't tender like a woman's love.
Mm-hmm.
It was, nigga, if I die, who the fuck gonna do it? So let me teach you how to catch a fish so you won't need me to eat. So I teach my kids the time I've had with them. I talk to them every time like it's the last time. Like I'm teaching you to live without me. And so that's what I done. And I know it's kind of selfish, but if you don't know when your chair is gonna be up. And so you kind of want to teach them every day, like, hell, you might not get to come home. And what happens if, every 29 days, nigga, this got to be paid. But I don't give a fuck. I know them shoes was nice. You want that shoes? I'm Electric Man. Now you got to deal with, And so, to me, it was just who you are. What do you do? Everybody's got to work. And this is what I work and do. Like for some people, it's something I do after work. No, this is what I do and I prepare to do it. You can't complain about shit you need about work you haven't done.
Amen to that. And that's a lot of the problem too, I feel like, because us as a people will tend to get into the because it's not handed to us. Oh, it's not our fault. It's their fault. It's their fault. Well,
Who's they? I ain't never met a
yeah,
they. Get some
exactly.
motherfucker out of your head. Now,
Exactly.
let's get it. Shit. So, like I said, my stepfather was a garbage man. So rain, sleet, or snow, they ran. And my mother twisted the back, and she was a cutter lady, a praying girl. And those two worlds, we didn't get food stamps. My mother looked at that like feeding the duck at a pond. If they can feed you, they can starve you. So
you ain't lying about that.
And if you look good naked, who the fuck care what you wearing? A lot of niggas got on a Jordan shirt and look like Alf, look like a bun with legs, So I taught my kids, you look good naked, do you to the fullest. You won't need all them clothes and shit to hide who you are.
Right.
And then anything you gonna do, what's it paying? 10 grand a month, you know how that's living? Okay, 8 grand a month. Fuck yes, that's iffy. Okay, well then what the fuck you gonna do for the 10? Everybody gotta do something. And then, okay, if you making $100,000, $110,000 a year, how much you saving? You're gonna need more money when you stop.
Right.
Then it costs to live, so what are we doing? And my money ain't your money. And I'm the only nigga that wants you to do better than them. So let's think about it. And them the rules around me. I'm the only man that's gonna ever want you to do better.
Tell them how many pictures.
Yo, see me personally, man. I got 6 kids, bro. How many kids?
I got more than Bobby Brown.
All right.
I'm a Big Papa, freak nigga, baby. I learned.
All right, man. I just gotta let you know, man. I just gotta let you know.
I like that last pump. But I got 4 girls, 3 boys. I know what you're talking about. Ain't none of them in jail or dead. That means you're batting pretty good if you talking that shit,
Amen.
Because these motherfuckers is ignorant. And they're going to try some shit that you told them not to, didn't you? God's grace got us here.
You ain't never lie. You ain't never lie, man. It's crazy because we extremely recently, just had this conversation about what abides, man. He was like, yo, look, the boy, he's at that age to where, especially when it comes to girls, you can't really tell us too much. Like we gotta feel the pain.
$5 dress cost you 18 years of child support.
You ain't lying.
Who is this bitch? Why is she getting the dick raw?
You ain't
lying. Do you give a fuck about you? Because I know she probably don't.
Right.
At 20, you as pretty as you ever gonna be. At 20, that monkey of hers as best as it's ever gonna be.
Right.
Get right.
Right.
You're right. I tell you, at 35, she'd be eating pussy with Miss Stephanie. Look at her grandmother.
Amen.
Eating dinner with the kids' table. I mean, it's only natural. But I come from where there ain't no Easter Bunny nor that other motherfucker you making up. You got you to deal with. Mama didn't let Santa take her credit.
Right. You ain't never lied. Man. It's crazy, man. Because I just feel like somebody just gotta take this youth and just sit him down and give it to him. Like, yo, look, bro, it ain't what you think it is, man.
All you got 70 years to get it.
Man,
man. You'll be recovering in your 30s.
All the time in the world, bro.
I tell them all the time, your younger years are so much shorter than your
older years.
That's
hell yeah.
You're not young that long. You're not even young that long. You're gonna be old for a long time.
Time you figure out how the fuck you came.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
To be honest. And so you best like you some good food that ain't gonna kill you. How much money you gonna make? Surround yourself with good friends, and the people that don't fuck with you, put your finger up and leave. I don't give a fuck if it's your mother, sister, first cousin, punk motherfucker is just that.
Right. Right.
Oops.
That's a fact though. Yo, so look, man. Let me ask you a question. During not to jump back into the movie.
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah,
program.
go ahead, bring it
Go
back.
ahead.
I feel like I gotta drop. I want people really to know what you've been dealing with since the group, because every time they hear your voice, they automatically associate you with the group.
Yes,
So
sir.
we're gonna get you as a separate entity real quick, right?
Yes, sir.
So when you was doing like breakup masters, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like 45 seconds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how was the experience for those? And do you see yourself doing like more movies, or was those like independent films? Like, how was those?
Those were independent films, but now I'm reading for more scripts.
Okay.
That got me the work, got me going forward. Now people know, okay, need a grown man. I played a grandfather. I played a mad boyfriend. And then as I read for more roles, you find out that I'm a mature black man that can really fill a lot of roles and give you a different look from rural
Right.
America.
Right.
And so that's opened up a lot of lanes. And now I'm currently writing my first movie, produced and written and exclusive, all that shit but me, called The Dispensary. And the first season is The Smell. And it's, everybody thinks I'm a regular nigga just fucking up, riding around in a Hummer, smoking my shit and pissing on folk. But I'm really giving off mental health and people an alternative. Instead of going into Walgreens and shit, you can go over here, instead of going to get you some opiates and shit to make you kill your little brother, you can smoke some shit to make you a little hungry. Somebody can talk to your ass.
Right.
Yeah, so now I'm just creating a lot of movies. I did a barbershop thing called Daps and Handshakes, and it's real conversation in the barbershop. A truck driver's wife is the loneliest creature on the planet.
Right.
And
You never lie about that.
and how a paid man gets cheated on the most.
Right.
If you got money, you ain't got no time.
Right.
And he had time for me. She'll fuck with a
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker that's washing cars over at the used lot. Because he
Mm-hmm.
had time.
Yeah, time.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Right. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, so like for your movies, did you do the directing?
I ain't got to that part yet, but I'm working on it now. I know exactly what I want to see, how I want to see it. I grew up wanting to meet Don Cornelius and did on Soul Train. So I learned how to, I actually been to Harlem at where's the Sandman come out? What's that show? Apollo. Yeah, I met Keith
Mm-hmm.
there. And they was different than I thought they would be. But to actually see some things and how I go, one of my favorite actors, Sidney Poitier, Red Fox, Bernie Mac, and then can't forget Morgan Freeman from Conjunction Junction and Electric Company and Reading Rainbow and them niggas there.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Because between me and you, you know what I mean? I know we on live, but not to put my plans out there. I'm actually coming up with my own little show for kids where basically they it's kind of like a Reading Rainbow. But hip hop version. I kind of want to get a lot.
Memory. Catching
Exactly.
poor people up fast. How do we communicate on a beat we like? I did that 10 years ago in elementary school.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I took all their timetable and their curriculum in elementary school and put it on beats that they were fucking with.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, you still you still have access to that?
Yes, sir.
Bro, you gotta let bro. I'm curious. You gotta let me hear that, bro. Please.
Yeah, they was taking their times tables, and giving them a hook like I can divide that. I can divide that. Put that on everything. Count good every day. I can divide that. And then you take their curriculum. 5 divided by 5. And, in the muscle
That
memory
is
of it. And I had the old school,
dope.
I had the old school off for that.
That is dope.
You
Cause
know,
pretty much here, man, we're really centered on kids. Like we actually came up with a program called Panda Kids, to where we have our producers that can take the kids' vocals. Don't matter. They don't even have to be in the studio. Like they can literally be home on a like a little HDMI mic or whatever the case
yeah,
may be. Record themselves on their phones and send their vocals to our producers, and we could produce their tracks like that. So
yeah,
we're literally taking, a whole bunch of five from the age range of 5. 'Cause, that's when they can really comprehend what's going
yeah.
on. So from the age range to
Preschool
5,
kids.
yeah, from the age range to 5 to about 15, 16 before they go into the
Go
major
grow.
league. Yeah, that's what we're pretty much doing with them, and that's crazy, man. Because
Yeah.
also my partner, we she has a curriculum with Professor Kaba. Do you know Dr. Kaba?
I don't, but I'm familiar with a whole lot of doctorate and that muscle memory of the mind and all the curriculum they doing. So I'm
Fact,
familiar in Title I schools to
fact,
where Title I meaning minority, 7 languages in there where their
hmm
test scores don't count. They're fucked up, but they got to teach them something and still
right,
get the credit scores and all that shit. So
right,
now I was like, here, do it like this. And you took kids that couldn't get it. Now they walking. They remember that beat.
right,
That's nasty doing their math. You
right.
know.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah,
It's crazy how God works, man. Because literally, we are putting together and mastering the curriculum, and we have a couple of celebrity influencers that teach classes. And I don't want to drop all the juice to
right
right
on,
now,
right on.
but
You New York, I know how y'all do.
yeah, man. So it's like, yo, with that, what you got going on, I think you'll be man. That'd be a perfect fit, man. That's actually dope, man. That's really dope, bro.
That's why I say I put y'all on the phone with all my peoples, my publics, my team, my manager, to give you some background on what I do and what I have done, and what I'm willing to do, and what we willing and can do together. Um, it's just matching wits, and everywhere there's a Vito, and everywhere there's a you
Right,
know,
right,
and we could just, people are people.
right. And that's a fact, man. Like we definitely got to sit down and kind of mesh networks, man. Because I feel like there's a lot of spaces where you fill in the gaps, and I'm pretty sure there's a lot of spaces where I can help fill in the gaps for you guys over there, man. That
Mhm.
that should be that should be big, man. Like you blew my mind. Like outside the music, because I use like the music to me personally is my shiny carrot. We all know we need something to keep the attention of the youth. So
Yeah,
pretty much that's my angle of how I open the door and introduce kids here. So pretty much we're also putting together a youth producers program here to where we teaching kids how to use and be behind the scenes if they want to shoot movies or they want to do their own podcast or be in a
yeah.
and everything like that.
And to
Also,
get them to that MTV level,
that's a
and
fact.
and to where it's a proven brand and an identity, and anything that I can help
Safely,
with,
Safely,
yeah, safely,
safely.
yeah,
Without
yeah, just
no
teaching them.
way.
no Diddy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, and Diddy's a child of God first,
Right.
and let me get that right. Somebody done him like that for
Yeah.
him to do that, and like I said, nothing is new under the sun. It's just a camera on.
Yeah.
Right.
Somebody
Yeah,
done did it like
somebody
that.
had to break that man down
Somebody
in
had it.
order for him to be able to break somebody else down. Hurt
Yeah,
people, hurt
Right.
somebody
people.
turned him into a vampire. You ever
Right.
Uh-huh.
watch Dracula?
right.
The bitch with the bag come out of Kroger. He bite in the alley, the bags fly, and
Mm-hmm.
then use some kind of gruel, right?
Right.
Well, at the
Right.
end of the movie,
Right.
the motherfucker got bits in a straitjacket in the asylum, and Dracula's dead, and the land go back. Well, in real life, Dracula's at your goddamn grandmother's, and
Mm-hmm.
promise not to speak to you again
Mm-hmm.
until somebody dies.
Right.
Meanwhile, you a vampire of some sort.
Man, look, and I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know how you felt about it, and I didn't know if you want me to touch on that subject and ask you how you feel about that whole situation that's going on right now,
I
man.
don't give a fuck, man. People are
Listen,
people,
listen, listen.
human.
Right,
People
right.
will people. People will
People
people.
definitely will people.
And money make you do some sad shit.
Right,
You
right.
seen how the first 48 years, it ain't no damn stranger. Tay was eating over at our house. Shit, you know. Am I lying?
No, sir.
Well, that ain't no damn stranger. How
Right,
the hell did the puppet control Biggie? Hell, the
right,
money. Well,
right.
how can he money can't control no big ass gangster? So you
Mm-hmm.
got to get in for something else.
Right.
Well, what would you work for? What they say on Players Club? We don't want no dance from you. Well, what will you buy? You
Mm-hmm.
remember? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So you see it. You know how it go. Prince told me, boy, if you don't change your name, they're gonna whack your ass. I left my publishing in Big V right there at the second album. I started going by Vito Banger. Fuck that shit. I,
That's right.
I'm the money, not that
Yeah,
bullshit. Damn,
that's a
mother.
fact. That's a
Ownership.
fact.
Long when the truth and the tarnish.
Ownership is key. Word.
Yeah. So
That's
I
a
played my
fact.
position. Yeah. Learned what I need to learn. Got back home, got my compelling data. Let the snakes, let the suckers suck and the haters start hating. They played their own show. Now, people think you're dead. Just give them time.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fake
Mm-hmm.
long. Give
Mm-mm.
them time.
Mm-mm. 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 Good thing never don't stay down, brother. You know that.
The
You
memories
can't.
don't
You can't.
live like
You
people
can't.
do.
That's a fact. That's a
You
fact.
know.
That's a fact. Like, and I'm a strong believer of that, man. If you're doing with everything out of good intention, don't matter what nobody else do
You
or
didn't
try to
lose.
do, so you're gonna lose every time. Every
You,
time.
yeah, if you got
Every
good
time.
intention and you ain't fucking nobody over, you gonna win. You gonna reap
Mm-hmm.
what you sow. Just live. Keep
Mm-hmm.
going.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. That's crazy. Yo, so can I ask you a question on your new up and coming, your solo projects? Do you Are you looking to work with more people in the industry, or are you trying to keep it solo by yourself, or are you looking to work with more independent people?
I produce, and for me, I'm doing music. If my songs fit you, let's work something out. If your songs fit me, let's work something out. Like right now, I'm doing day parties, and I'm coming out with songs like Day Party. 11 o'clock done got too late. 10 o'clock, are you at your mind? 987, probably say some other time. Teddy's Jam, we all gonna dance. Jeezy lose my mind. You know, uh, let's have a day party and show people how to make songs with common denominators. They
Right.
can't be personal jewels. They have to be for this many people to buy.
That's a
And
fact.
so
Yeah, so
definitely an A&R developing.
okay, okay. So it's safe to say that if the artist is dope enough, you'll be willing to work with a dope artist if they're independent.
Yeah, if you can, you gotta, be dunking contest ready. I
Right.
can't, foul, and then I look back, don't shoot that little motherfucker.
Right.
No, it ain't gonna be no Hollow Night.
Yeah,
Arsenio
you know,
Hall gun. It ain't gonna be
yeah,
no
shit, you gotta
pop.
be able to dunk and dribble and shit, after Hamilton and Jackson Fader, they could dunk and dribble,
Right.
foul, the hell. I can't
Nah,
help a nigga
nah,
back
nah.
in
We,
with,
we gonna bring some fire. It will only have to be fire that's worth the legendary
yeah,
icon that you are.
Right.
You heard how Eminem or any of these motherfuckers sounded out without Dre.
Mm-hmm.
Sounded pretty average, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Or sub that. So and then it takes steel to sharpen steel.
That's a fact.
So once Dre
100%.
gave them boys identity and some pointing, they making that thunder, right?
Yep.
So it's been 25 calendars, man. I would be embarrassed if I couldn't come up with, you know. And I just worked with an independent artist out of St. Louis named Twiz. We got a new single called Plugs Don't Take Pictures. Shot the video in St. Louis. And, you know, it's just whole love. Plugs don't take pictures.
Fire. I'm gonna check that out as soon as I get up off here too, man.
Yeah.
But so can I ask you a question? You're a rapper. I know that. You got bars for years. You got bars for decades.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't ever think about doing a singing album? Because you're so dope at it. You're so
Thank
fun.
you, man. I got one of those already.
Yeah?
And we putting it out. Yeah, I got a new song called America the Beautiful America. America the beautiful America. Soldier in from Iraq. He's got a wife and a child that didn't welcome him back. Searching the ground where daddy at, he's got a prosthetic limb. And dealing with that post-traumatic syndrome from a soldier. Telling me it's such a setback. Prayers with the pastor in repetition now allows him to interact. But that's America, the beautiful America. And, you know, I got a bunch of Amerisoul is what I got.
Right.
Yeah. So I do hooks, all that.
Player. Yo, so can I if somebody let's talk the business side of it, right? So if somebody wanted to hit you up for a feature or hit you up for a verse or for a hook, like what's the price range to get?
Usually it's $1,000 a bar. And usually it's $1,000 a bar. But if we work with budgets, but usually it's that. I would think though, most people would want me to produce it, and we just split the royalties, where you pay me to produce you, and one of them that's gonna go. You think about going across the Mediterranean or the Atlantic on a minnow? No, you want you a motherfucker. You don't went across the way before. What it's gonna take, V?
Right.
So more like that. I'd rather produce it for you, where we could just split the record and it just.
And honestly, I don't see. I think that honestly would be the best way, because it's like, why wouldn't you want to follow in the footsteps of somebody? It's like you're getting the learning experience and the hands-on at the same time. So it's like,
that and teach you how to make a record and how to do it from the shoulder. Meaning, make a record of what demographic you're trying to sell it to,
right?
To get your money back. It's like buying a Kia dope.
Right.
What are they gonna use?
Right.
All right.
Okay. All right. So, well, I don't. Where we at, man? We've been chopping up for a little minute, V.
We're out in 20.
I ain't gonna hold you. We been chopping for a little minute, dog. All right. So being from Kentucky, right? How would you what would you say if you had to pick one artist? I know you dropped a few artists that give you a few influences. Like what would be your biggest influence? Like if God came down right now and said, V, who was the person that made you want to start getting into the music business? Who would you say?
I tell you, I was watching Crush Groove, 1985, and Ron was arguing with his brother about some show he was late for or something, and he said, "It's been a whole lot of entertainers on this stage here tonight, but I want y'all niggas to know one thing: this is my motherfucking house." And he looked at his brother like, "Nigga, like that gave me the freedom of fuck everybody. I'm gonna say what I want to." And I would say different eras and spots in my life. 8Ball and MJG are my favorite rappers. Nobody can push play.
Shout out to 8Ball and MJG.
It's Prince H. Pimpin'. Let me get that off top.
Real
when
shit.
You talk about rap.
Real shit.
Nobody can push that many numbers except for them.
Real
I
shit.
think the best duo after that, Mobb Deep. I think Prodigy was in my top five. I like what he stood for.
Fact.
Um, um, when I think of like the one who made me do it, I think Marvin Gaye, Prince, Michael Jackson. I had life before rap. I like Jim Croce. I like Fleetwood Mac.
Word.
Joe Simon, Johnny Taylor, Bobby Blue Bland.
Mm-hmm.
Shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
definitely, mind played tricks on me, bro. Uncle Scarface in the beginning. When I heard NWA rap, they didn't talk like we did. And then Scarface kind of hinted at it, but it wasn't what I could relate to. Then these niggas from Tennessee, where my
Right.
grandmother from. Oh
Right.
yeah. Yeah. And so I really latched on to coming out hard
Mm-hmm.
with the style MJG. Um, like I said, man, I really enjoy music, but I love music before rap. And
It
but I
shows. It
yeah,
shows, bro. And that's what I admire because like you could tell somebody that just raps just to make bars and somebody that actually appreciates music, bro. Like you appreciate all genres of music like that.
oh
I'm the
yeah.
same way. It's like I could sit here, I sit here and think about how I can put this dope rapper with somebody that does techno or somebody that or
Yeah.
classical singer with what I'm saying a reggae artist. So like I'm trying to let's
Like
figure
the
out
Dale and
exactly
the Marleys.
exactly. Let's see how we gonna break the mold, man. Because everything like I feel like everything has been not. I'm not gonna say everything's been done because everything has not been done.
Uh-uh.
But what I would say is it's too much mimicking going on right now. It's just like, people feel because this is hot, everybody or because Drake's hot, everybody sounds like Drake. Or because this is hot right now, everybody sounds like whatever.
But look at it. When we came in, look at the niggas, what they were doing when we came in. You sounded like it was The Wire at that time. You sounded like Kanye West and whoever was producing it.
Mm-hmm.
H to the is O, V to the is A. Even though what we do is wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong. And that was the sound before we came in. Then we come in with Jazzy Faye and Abner Allen, and the world tried to sound like us.
Fact.
And then it went, and then Texas did their thing, and the world tried to sound like them. And then, and it goes around and around because hip hop is hard to have originality because a lot of people are following other people. They never made up their games.
Right.
I'm old enough to still write in cursive. So we had to make up our own shit.
Right.
Yeah. And it was an individual handwriting.
It's a difference. It's a difference between following the blueprint and making the plan. Y'all
Yeah.
boys can honestly say hats off to y'all, and y'all made the plan. They're like y'all made the stamp.
Country music or rap. Nelly was country grammar. I
Mm-hmm.
think Nappy Rots was something else. We were
Mm-hmm.
more porch music, actuality rap, not reality rap, actuality rap.
Mm-hmm.
All my life been Poe, and it really don't, you know what comes with that.
Mm-hmm. Real. That whole song was real, and y'all did that. And I salute y'all because y'all did that in a time to where it was all money. I mean, money ain't a
Bling,
thing.
bling,
Everybody
bling,
wanted to
bling.
be.
Yeah,
Everybody wanted
yeah,
to be so flashy, get your shine on.
yeah.
Everybody wanted to be Mr. Man, and y'all kept it gutter. Like, yo, look.
Had to. We didn't have it. And they'll rob your ass with that bullshit on. There wasn't no internet. Location retrieve your ass here. Yeah, Mr.
You ain't
Motion.
lying, man. You ain't lying. Yo, look, man. I don't wanna feel like I'm taking too much of your time, big dog. But I gotta ask if you could leave one major jewel on an up and coming artist that's coming up in the game, what would you say to them?
Know what you signing up for. Find God. Then switch the situation around. If this was your spouse, your kid's mother, signing with Nicki Minaj, Skew You, what Red, one of them, Sexy Red, and they gave her $300,000 or $400,000 to put out some records. Could you cheer for your spouse? Could you put the kids on the bus with no mouth, even though she didn't call home last night? She's out making money. Could you turn the script around and run the house the other way if it was the shoe on the other foot? First of all, I would say that. And then what are you in it to do? This is the most dangerous job in North America, next to deep sea fishing diving. And what you rap about, people are going to come to the table about. So you reap what you sow. Is this sure you want to sign up for this? And they're going to dig in your business, Mr. Young Artist. All that shit you told your publicist, they're going to check on. And, and all that shit that comes with it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you really want to be a part of this, Mr. MC? But I would tell you, it's freedom. Music opens the doors for other things. Plan for success. And no matter what, be you. Because at the end of the day, you might walk away with a funny name. And my first single was All My Life Been Po. And it really don't matter no more. So it wasn't, I could walked up in a cab or rode off on a tractor. It didn't matter. But just be you so you can live with it if it don't go your way.
Facts. Yo, so, ain't no way I could jump off this without people knowing the tour, where up and coming tour dates.
Touring all over the place. I just got back from South Kakalaki. Next week, I got to do a wedding. I'm a high priest. I got to marry a couple on the weekend, and then I'll be back to work in April. Let's see. I know, damn it. I took about 12 deposits last week. So I'm all over the place in April.
I ain't mad at you.
Yeah,
Get to it, big dog. I ain't mad.
Derby weekend, I know I'm gonna be in Louisville, May. Back at home in Kentucky, listening parties, gonna smoke with you. Make sure you hearing the right record. I don't want me screaming at you, trying to get you to learn it there. Let you play it a little bit, and then we're gonna put out a live version of it and keep doing what we do. Like I said, I'm on Instagram. Facebook is Vito Tisdale. I'm on arealnigga.com if you're looking for a
yes, sir.
And man, like I say, man, I'm always at the dispensary. 100 and a Half is the first mixtape. The 5 Mike album. Make good memories before you become one. And like I said, if you really want that actuality rap, if you like UGK's Riding Dirty or Nappy Rots, Outkast, Ballin' G, this, that shit, Devin the Dude, this get some more actuality rap with a kick. Imagine Busta Rhymes and Aretha Franklin in one. Definitely a soulful quest and a bunch of hippies all over.
Okay. Well, on that note, I can't see a better way to to go ahead and tighten this up. Thank you, Mr. Vito Banger. Thank you so much for stopping by the neighborhood. Thank you so much. I appreciate it again.
Tanner, you know what it is, boy. We got you. And
I
until you find
do.
off camera, word up.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We out here say Gizzards here. And y'all be blessed.
Man, definitely. You too, big dog. Thank you so much. Yo. All right. So, y'all, look, man, that was Big V. Yo, thank y'all for whoever tapped in. Let me see. Let me go through this, man. Let me see. I done seen a couple of people up in the comments. Yo, I got JoJo. What up? Nicole, Jordan, what up? Sparkle was in here. What up? I'm just going off the comments for what I see in the comments. I don't know if you in here right now. Jump on the comments. I'll shout you out. No problem. Keon. What up? What up, fool? You already know what it is, man. What's good? I got my man Goldmouth on the track, man. What's up? Goldmouth. Love. Everybody else who jumped in here, jumped out of here. It's love. Look.
If you don't shout me out.
Oh, shout out to my partner. Shout out to Miss Panda. You know, shout Chanel, Drizzy wife. You gotta go ahead and go follow her. Jump on her page, Viral Spear. If you're not following that already, go ahead and follow that. Panda One Nation. That's the page. If you're not following that already, you're bugging. Follow that. Drizzy the Panda. If you're not following me, you're bugging. You need to go ahead and hit that follow button real quick, man, and be tuned in for more celebrity interviews. We got way more interviews. We got way more interviews popping off for y'all. We got a lot of shit popping off. We have tour dates and stuff popping off. You might never know. We might be in the city near you soon. So thank you guys to everybody who dropped in, dropped likes and loves. Thank you guys. You guys, good night.